Okay, we're here with John and Amy, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Junie Bug graduated today. So we've had a long journey with Junie. So tell us a little bit about Junie and where'd you get her, why'd you come for training?
Well, I mean, we found her in a shelter in Baton Rouge. The Friends of the Animals. We adopted her, and when we first got her, she just didn't seem...
She seemed scared of everything.
She was afraid of everything and just didn't almost seem happy.
Okay.
She, like so many things terrified her, and she just didn't seem like she was fulfilled at all. Like,
Do you have any idea how old she was when you got her?
They said she was about a year, but we really...
A year, okay.
That's all we know.
Okay.
I think she might have been a little bit younger.
Okay.
She's still very puppy.
And for being
absolutely.
a stray, her ears and teeth were like super clean and everything like that. So we think, if we had to guess, probably, I would say about maybe 8 months old.
That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
too. Okay, so what made you call for training then? You didn't know what to do? I know because you're very responsible owners. You've had dogs before.
We did we had a previous dog, and the dog we had before, we had taken her to PetSmart and did the training and everything, but we wanted a little bit more.
Okay.
And they were just totally different. Like, Junie's so big and rambunctious and energetic that we feel like she can't, like, she needs manners and stuff, because she can't, if she's too big to let her just get out of control.
Okay.
And she just didn't seem, she was afraid of everything. And we
Yeah.
didn't know how to help her get out of it whenever she would get in one of those, you know, something would scare her and she would shut down for 2 days.
Right, so basically, so when you called me, basically we did dog rehabilitation.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd heard about you from, I have a friend of mine, Derek Landry. He had a little dog named Tom Brady. I don't know if you remember him. And he had recommended you, and I think you had gotten another recommendation from someone else. From Hope for Animals. So,
Okay. Right, so tell everybody about our first session with Junie. We'll talk a little bit with the class. Our first session with Junie at your house.
At our house.
She was
Just
scared.
like some of the things that were happening there. Yeah, she was terrified.
She would growl. I don't know if it was aggression more than just fear.
It was fear.
I don't know that she would
She was
actually,
scared.
she's never struck out at anybody or
Right,
anything.
she was scared to
She
death.
was just scared to
I
death.
remember she was barking at you so much that at one point I said, I'm afraid she's going to bite you. Should I grab her leash? And you were like, no, she's way too scared.
Oh yeah, she was terrified.
Completely terrified.
Yeah, she was terrified, exactly.
You pulled out a camera and she just
Freaked out, she shut down. Exactly. So you had a lot, you came a long way with her. So how come you didn't just say, okay, this dog is nuts, I'm bringing her back to the shelter and I'm getting a different one?
Because what you guys haven't seen is when she was in the house and relaxed and in a good environment. She's just a sweet dog.
You saw the good side of her.
She loves, she gets along with the kids really well. The kids love her.
Good.
We got to spend some,
Animals.
yeah.
She's the sweetest, she's the best.
So tell everybody about some of the things that we discussed our first session, if you can remember. Some of the things that she did are things that we learned about her by watching her body language. We pieced together what her past may have been like.
Well, we had showed you that video of her crying every time she would squeak on the squeaker, and we kind of felt like after talking to you, we kind of pieced together that she probably had a lot of time by herself.
And the horses, she was freaked out by the horses.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she is definitely a dog that thrives with company. She
Absolutely.
wants to be around people, dogs. It's what she loves. So we were able to put that together. We think there may have been some sort of abuse in the past.
Any kind of like moving your hands or anything that surprises her, it startles her.
You know, I just remember that second session at your house? She was outside running around and I got up and moved and she just went freaking ballistic.
Yeah.
Is that gone now?
She doesn't, there's no, every once in a while, she gets a little scared of certain situations. Never about people.
I think it's mostly, though, from what we've learned here, it's when we anticipate that she's going to react a certain way, like when we're walking and we pass by someone, like on a bike.
On a bike, okay.
And we might tense up on the leash and like grab it really hard.
Good.
She gets
nervous.
Yes.
Good, so I'm glad you mentioned that. So tell me this, if you would have sent her off for training somewhere, would you have learned all this?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
Do you think sending her off for training would get her where she is now?
No. I
And
think
we would have never understood.
Right, exactly.
Like, we know now the things that are going to set her off.
Right.
How to get her out of it or just avoid it if we have to, or, you know, just different, I guess, coping mechanisms for her.
Exactly.
Because
Like,
she Another thing that she does that we're super thankful for is when she would get really scared at first, she would want to take off. And now, if she gets scared, she comes to us.
Oh, okay, that is the greatest reward.
Yeah, that's great.
But I
Yeah,
also
she
think
trusts you.
Yeah.
Us taking part in the training also, though, I think it helps with the bonding with her.
Absolutely.
Because the fact that she was a stray, you know, at the end of the day, we don't know everywhere she's been a part of, or anything like that. And one thing we wanted to make sure is that we're a constant, and she understands that. So
Absolutely.
being in the training with her, I think, is very important to building that bond with her.
Oh, God, no doubt. Absolutely.
She loves it.
No doubt. And I mean, as I think back, gosh, she's got to be, I think, definitely one of my top 5 greatest success stories. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I always remember those hardest cases. And what I found so amazing too was that you guys, you're such great owners. You were so wonderful to pick up little things in her body language. Like you did the video where she's doing this, what is this? And she's doing that, what is that? So tell me, as we went through, because you had 3 private sessions and you came to the class. The private sessions, did it kind of alleviate a lot of the issues that you were dealing with once you understood what to do?
Yes. And it also, because we had come, Amy brought Junie to her first, you know, as it started, she came first to the group class, and she, you know what I mean, a little bit because of the horses and everything like that. But I think the private class really helped get her used to the commands and working and being around people other than ourselves a little better. And
That was your bonding time with her too. That's where she learned to trust you.
Yeah, and what we found was we worked with her, and of course when we fenced in our backyard, we had a lot more room to do it, but I mean, Amy even commented the other day that just spending 20 minutes in the backyard with her, doing her commands and training and rewarding her and stuff like that, she just picks it up, and
Really quickly.
so that's what, you know, just spending the time with her, and then rewarding by, then we play fetch for
Exactly.
until I'm tired, because she doesn't get tired.
But other things that she's done that is huge progress for us with her is like when we first got her, when we walked down the street. It was at night and there was a car coming or anything like that, she would lay down in the middle of the road and not move, and just terrified and fear and like shaking and stuff. And a few weeks ago she started to where she would just keep walking and it wasn't.
That's huge.
Okay. Yeah, it's a huge thing for us.
That's
our
huge.
neighbors probably think we're crazy because, you know, our dog would used to lay down, and, you know, then she started to where she would just have to sit down and she was okay, and now she's just.
So one thing, really glad you mentioned that too, because we used positive training methods. We didn't do anything, we couldn't do anything harsh with her. A harsh training with her, she would just traumatize her and put her down. Seriously, it would have been that bad. So the positive methods, what do you think about that? How was that with her training?
It was great, it made it easy.
Yeah, and we're also, I'm not a fan of negative training at all.
I'm not either, yeah.
And because I couldn't ever cause any
Pain.
towards her, because especially with what she may or may not been through already, and she's thriving on the positive.
Oh God,
So
absolutely.
I don't see
She
any
loves
need
it.
to do
Absolutely.
anything else.
And what's so great about class here too, what I love about her, I mean, she's the lead runner of all the dogs. She's got the personality
She's
to
the class
die
clown.
for.
Yeah,
She's
she
awesome.
is.
But even little things like her, like you guys have a harness on her. We took the harness off, letting her go run and play in the water, but we took the harness off and what happened?
She's not used to not being at home, or like being out and not having it on. And
Yeah, she trembled. Yeah, she was trembled. She's a whole different dog.
She
Even
likes-
little bitty things like that.
Yeah,
We learned about
she
her.
needs a very consistent routine.
Yes.
Right, exactly.
Like she can't change. A lot of times doesn't work too well for her.
Yeah, you're
like
right.
Big changes because she knows what to expect.
Exactly. And you're right, she does need that. So where do you think you'd be if you would have said, oh, well, we're not going to bother with anything. We're just going to see what happens.
I don't
Do you
know.
think she would have gotten past anything?
I think the work definitely is what made her be as happy and playful and loving as she is now.
I mean, we wouldn't have gotten rid of her, but
Right.
she.
Do you think she'd be where she is now?
No.
Nope.
She's super happy now.
She
I mean, like
is.
her pictures, she's the happiest.
She is. And that's what I love about it so much. Dogs can't lie.
Right.
She can't lie. She can't lie about her body language. That smile does not lie.
No.
That's awesome.
She smiles.
When you mentioned the work, people hear work and they freak out. Oh, I don't want to work with my dog. Was it hard?
No. Well, for one, because of her breed and she's got a high work and play drive. Like,
Yeah.
she wants to be moving nonstop. Yeah. And she won't tire out. Like, she'll collapse from exhaustion before she quits. So, but what we found was when we did the actual training and we started using her mind more, she would get tired a little quicker.
Yeah, because she's high prey drive dog.
Yeah. So
She'll wear out
we
with that.
were able to go and work in the training. We worked the training for 20, 30 minutes and then play fetch with her for a while and just play in the backyard, and she's done. She goes inside, she lays down on her bed.
And that's amazing.
It is.
That's wonderful.
She's not get tired.
So by me helping you understand her drive and her temperament and everything, you knew what she needed to
Yes.
exhaust her, basically. Yeah, because you can walk her 2 miles, she's ready to go.
The walking, we walk her every morning and every night, but the reason I think we do that is just for her to, I don't think it has much of an exercise effect on her at all.
It doesn't.
But she likes
It doesn't
we just wanted to get familiar with the
Right.
neighborhood, and
Right.
in case she ever did get home, get out.
Her nose will find her way, yep.
Yes.
And we kind of like it too, to take her for a walk. So,
Yeah.
But she gets most of her
It's much
exercise.
easier too,
Yeah.
because walking her at first was
Awful.
horrible.
Well, it's been great for her socialization. Because you even said, like, now she can pass a car with lights, and she doesn't
That's
collapse.
a really big deal for us.
Yeah. So, what would you tell with somebody who says, okay, this is just ridiculous, this dog's nuts, I'm not going to bother with it?
Give it a shot. It's well worth the investment. If you care about your dog and you just want and you want to put the time into them, it doesn't hurt to sign them up for a class, let them come and do it, and
Yeah.
if they don't see any kind of improvement, I think it's maybe because the work they're putting into the dog, not anything, because the steps are given to you in the class.
You're right.
You're given homework.
It's pretty foolproof.
You're given the homework paper every week, and it really helped. If the dog can't be rehabilitated or something.